Yes, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed. Uh, but just a few extra words, if you allow me, what to keep in mind from that. Um, our vision of mobility in the future is that it will be highly complex. It can take a lot of forms, a lot of ways to move. But above all, what will be available, that it must be personalized to each individual. It will be highly individual, and as in the health sector just before, the citizen, the passenger, will be at the heart. He will make it for himself. Second point, you have seen, it's obvious for everybody, mobile phone is always there, always present. The mobile in mobility is essential. And for us, even more, digital mobility and physical mobility are, they cannot be separated. They will be mixed all along. For instance, today, you know that real-time information accompanying travelers, reservation payments are already available in some areas. But 3 years, 5 years from now, as in the movie, digital services will bring much more and will create some kind of virtual station with you, like a railway station, in which you will purchase tickets, in which you can book a taxi, you can find a bicycle, you can book a car shared, but more than that, you can have shops, easy, you can purchase clothes or ice creams, but you can also find entertainments, find games, and in a movie, find movies, all of that to make your trip more useful, more comfortable in some ways. And all along the trips, you will discover the city. You will gain hyper-reality on the city all along your trips. So all of that, we are trying to prepare it. It will be very quick, I think. It will come very quickly. And this revolution has already started in a few areas in France, in Nice, in Rouen, and so on. And my friend, Robin, will show you a few things of that kind that we are creating together with near-field communication technologies. A last word, just to summarize our vision. We think that this revolution will transform the way we move. Our ultimate objective is to provide each citizen the possibility to control, to manage, to choose his own way of moving, to choose his solutions, not only public transportation or his own car, but a lot of other ways, to move from A to Z with an easy way, useful, seamless, tailor-made, and so on and so on. So this is what we try to build.
So this is going to be a traveling experience. So from point A to point B, I'm not going to lose my time. I'm going to have an experience, and seamless experience.
And it will be a useful time. Yeah. And this is how we will be more comfortable.
Stop losing time in the station. Right. Thank you very much, Philippe.
Thank you.
So, Robin, we've seen mobile phones, and in transportation, this is, as Philippe said, this is a key element. So, seamless, that's one thing. Contactless is another one. Pay by phone. Tell us a bit more about what you have in mind and what are the plans. What can we do? Is that future or is that already existing?
Okay, so thank you. And thank you, Philippe, for your very bright picture of the future. And let me just say that PayByPhone is delighted to be working with Veolia to help them realize or bring about the revolution that you talked about. What a fantastic building we're in. I've always wondered what it's like to be inside a golf ball, and now I know. The future of transportation is, as the cliche goes, in your hands, or probably realistically in your pockets. And it is, you guessed, it is the mobile phone. 2 out of every 3 people on the planet own one, a staggering 4 billion worldwide, 4 times as many as there are credit cards. And in transportation, the phone is transforming the way that payments are made, dramatically reducing the cost of collecting payments whilst delivering new benefits to the end user. No more queuing to buy a ticket, more information when you pay, and no need to carry a card or cash in your pocket. And consider for a moment the parking industry. Here in Paris, there are 25,000 pen display machines in the central part, inside the peripherique, into which thousands of motorists load pocketfuls of coins every day to pay for their parking. And when they want to add more time, they have to quit their meeting or their conference, rush back to their vehicle, load more pocketfuls of coins into the same machines. Meanwhile, the city of Paris run fleets of vehicles that drive around Paris every day, collecting and counting and banking those coins, creating more pollution and more congestion in the process. And because some of us don't like to pay, the city employs hundreds of traffic police to issue parking fines, and roomfuls of back office staff chasing up delinquent payers. Now, my guess is that the cost of collecting this cash is greater than the cash itself. Have you ever heard of a more cumbersome, inefficient, or frankly absurd payment process? Now, fast forward to 2015. The pen display machine is extinct. All 25,000 machines have been removed and consigned to museums or the Louvre. Everyone pays for parking using their mobile phone, either charging parking to their credit card or their phone bill. And gone too are those vehicles collecting the cash. And most of the traffic attendants, the traffic police, have gone as well. The few who remain are now vehicle-based, operating camera technology which matches number plates against people who've paid. And the city's finances have improved immeasurably. No machines to buy or maintain, no cash to collect, and less salaries to pay. And more people are paying because it's convenient. And people are paying more because they're no longer constrained by the cash in their pockets. The streets are less cluttered, and the motorists are happier. They no longer have to cart around pocketfuls of coins. They can add time without going back to their vehicle. They can stop their parking session if their meeting finishes early, and they can get reminder messages to reduce the chance of a penalty ticket. Fantasy? No, this is happening today. So we at PayByPhone have 2.5 million customers using our PayByPhone service for parking around the world in 100 towns and cities, the likes of Miami, Vancouver, Washington, DC, San Francisco, central London, Birmingham, and very recently, Issy-les-Moulineaux on the outskirts of Paris, together with Vinci Park and Parkillon. So our PayByPhone service works across all mobile operators, and it provides the consumer with choice as to how they wish to make their payments, be it IVR, speech recognition, text, mobile web, internet, or downloadable apps. And we even have a cash payment option for those who wish to do so. So parking is but one example, but we fully expect to see a dematerialization of existing payment processes across other transportation verticals, with similar benefits to the operator and the end user. So whether you're paying for your parking, buying a bus ticket with Veolia, renting a bike, recharging your electric car, paying a taxi fare, or renting an electric vehicle in the future, expect to use your phone in 5 years' time. And PayByPhone is already offering several of these services here in France and elsewhere in Europe. So our vision at PayByPhone is to apply phone payment technology to simplify otherwise expensive and cumbersome payment processes, and in so doing, making the daily lives of our customers a little bit easier. So to close, if any of you are planning a career as a traffic attendant, expect a short one. If you're investing in transport-related payment machines, expect a poor return. And if you haven't yet got a mobile, it's time to get one. So thank you for allowing me to share this vision briefly with you here in Paris. If any of you are interested in building phone-based payment applications, please do contact my colleague, Philippe Lerouge, our CEO in France, who'd be delighted to add some more ideas to the very interesting laboratory that he's running here in France. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Robin.